it is going to take Aiden Hutchinson. I mean, how would it look if you jump up that one spot and you give up whether it's 97 or it's the 4th round pick, and then they take an offensive tackle? I mean, you basically spent for no reason.
Right.
The earliest.
You bring your cord with you?
This doesn't start at least till 66. I don't think 97
I could have
did.
swore
I don't think it
if
works on
I
the trade check.
brought it with you.
Probably not.
So,
It's 66, and probably Jacksonville probably was second.
probably not.
That one doesn't work.
I don't think
I
so.
know the comp is
I think
For the iPads.
somebody, a personnel exec.
I think it does.
He sees a Bosa
Yep.
comparison to Aiden or the Watt brothers. I think his ceiling is TJ Watt as an impact player.
Good.
Look, I like TJ Watt. He's a great football player. I think I say sign me up too, but
How many sacks did he have last year?
I know. Who's the better? He's not JJ, is he?
He still has a few more years left.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think so
I would
either.
take that. Yeah, if you could get TJ Watt
Yeah.
with your first and trade up to get him, would you do it?
At the light,
I-
turn left.
You would trade up for that?
I trade a 3rd round pick to get TJ Watt. Damn right. If he had the career,
I would too, but I think the price is 32 or 34.
In a quarter mile, turn right onto Montclair Street.
If the Lions were in a different position where they didn't need so much, then I could look at that as a bit of a luxury. But they're not in a position for any luxury picks right now.
Okay, so I think something to watch here. We're a month out here pretty much from the draft.
Yes, we are.
For the Lions to start creating a QB market.
Well, I think
Whether
that
they want
we
one or
talked
not.
about starting that when they were down in Mobile for the Senior
like
Bowl,
one of their
because
first
they did have
meetings they've
Malik Willis,
done.
They had Sam Howell.
Yeah.
And they talked
We
at
used
that
to do
time
those all the
about
time.
Crazy.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn
years
left
ago,
onto
we
Mac
did.
Avenue.
Once a week at the end of the day.
Yeah.
At the office
they're,
in
they're
Bloomfield.
open for business. Same thing we heard from Trey
But
Butler.
it got to be,
Oh yeah, I know, but now it's time
they had
to
everybody in it.
you know really sell it.
Make
PAs,
believe that that's their guy.
Yeah, like you're bringing
It got
in.
so freaking long.
Like, get it down to 2 guys,
We were
you know,
there for
maybe even
hours.
1, and try to get
So
Houston
then they
to fight.
tried doing it with just over the phone.
Oh, Houston. So maybe Houston.
I think it's more Carolina.
Yeah. People would be
Look, Houston's
trying to
starting
talk
over.
over each
They
other
got a
all
lot of
the
draft
time.
capital. If they create this thing,
Classic.
I'm just saying try. That's all I'm saying, guys. Is try to get Houston to bite, to jump the Lions to 1, to take a quarterback so that Hutchins can fall to them.
But here's, and this goes back to what we talked about earlier. Why do you think teams are going to sit there because the stuff like leaks out? 90% of this leaks out for every team. It's just BS anyway.
Do you think people can be manipulated?
To a certain extent.
All I'm saying is that you gotta, if you're all in on this, you play every side and you play it hard. Man, you guys are just like this morning. Yeah, let's just let Rob Wood go up and make a pick.
No, because I don't believe any of the stuff.
That's what we assume is happening.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
So many times, oh my God.
We have seen draft moments where teams have reacted to what other teams made it look like they were going to do. That's all I'm saying here.
Yeah, but that stuff is all internal anyway,
Yes,
the
do
league
I
circles.
believe that they can somewhat create a market and get somebody to either trade with them because they believe Jacksonville is not going to take a quarterback? Right. Well, I mean, that's what we all believe. If you're trying to create a market for somebody to trade up to number 1 because they believe that Detroit's going to take, I just don't think it's an easy sell or it's a legitimate sell that they're going to take a quarterback at number 2.
Turn right onto French
I
Road.
don't think every team is historically as dumb as the Detroit Lions.
At this time in 2017, I think.
In 1.3 miles, turn left onto Edsel Ford Freeway East.
No, that's my point. The Niners manipulated them.
Not necessarily.
Yeah,
The Bears
they
were
did.
just stupid. Bears wanted Mitch Trubisky.
So I think a pretty dumb franchise is the Houston Texans.
Pretty much.
You have desperation in Carolina with their owner wanting a quarterback.
Yeah, but like, let's go ahead and
You guys are never going to believe what one man did when his credit card was denied at a Detroit gas station.
Oh.
Normally you just, maybe be upset and you leave. Can't make a purchase. Well, this guy decided to pee all over a snack rack and then moon the clerk on his way out. Yes. So while he was peeing all over the snacks, his friend cheered him on. He was there with a buddy. And then his friend also exposed himself as well. And then the guy who did the urinating decided to steal some snacks, including some that...
Hopefully not off that rack.
Well, yes,
Oh,
directly off
that's his
that
pee.
rack. Yeah, it's true. It is his own urine anyway. And then he left. Now, the clerk captured the whole thing on video. The gas station is also part of the Project Greenlight. So it was all captured on camera anyway as well. Police say, hey, we know who you are. We're hoping that you turn yourself in. I mean, you can watch it if you'd like to.
No thanks.
Yeah, no thanks. Oakland Mall is being redeveloped. So last week, the mall was bought by a local real estate developer, and now he has plans. He has a vision to turn it into something more than what it is currently. So this new owner wants to transform the mall into a family destination. He wants to have something different, a farmer's market in the parking lot, some new restaurants, some new entertainment. He really just wants to bring a fresh energy to Oakland Mall.
I think that's awesome. I hope he's successful.
In half a mile, turn left onto Edsel Ford Freeway East.
And it's been there for so long. It's one of those places where everybody knows exactly where it is, what's been around it. But that's always been the consistent thing there.
Yeah, I hope he does it, and he does it well. And I would hate to see this mall. Oakland Mall has been doing very well compared to other malls even in the area. I mean, Somerset does well too, but right now this mall has stayed pretty busy even during the pandemic. So I hope that what he does makes it even busier.
Yes.
Yes. All right, so everybody saw, obviously, the big slap at the Oscars. That was the big news, right?
Go past this
Everyone was
light.
talking about
Then
it.
at the next
But
one,
something else
turn
happened
left.
at the Oscars as well. Did you guys see the wardrobe malfunction?
At the light, turn left onto Edsel Ford Freeway East. Then keep
I
left.
saw it, and then I didn't see anything in the news about it, so I thought, maybe I
Use the
didn't
left
see
lane
it
to keep
because
left.
the only news was
Yes.
Will Smith and Chris Rock. So that's the only news about it. But apparently Venus Williams had a hip slip. So she was wearing this beautiful dress, but it was very low cut.
In 5.8 miles, take exit 213 to merge onto I-96 toward Lansing.
So while he was chatting, they cut to the Williams sisters, obviously, because he won for his role in a movie about them. She was wearing a white dress. That was, yes, that is her. And on the broadcast, it kept cutting repeatedly to just an Oscars logo. So the screen kept changing. Did you notice that?
Yes, I couldn't understand why.
And my husband was in another room and he kept texting me. He's like, "Did you just see that?" And I was like, "Well, I saw the logo, but I don't know what was happening." I know Will Smith said he spit, like where they cut it because he spit, but no, it was the lip slip. So basically, the Oscars had a whole lot of everything going on that night.
Fred sent me that the other day. Last night I looked at it. Thank you very much.
There's a vendor walk I'm doing with
Yeah.
787 is the telephone number. Yesterday was a big day.
our vendor walks usually like entire street type of deals.
Yeah. They're usually, they get a segment. The segment is usually basically a street, one block long.
Yeah, scattered out a little bit.
I mean, it could be every house, it could be every fourth house. You never know. We'll get there a little bit early, so I'll show you the Megamax we'll go to.
BetMGM.
Take the exit, then keep right to merge onto I-96 West toward Lansing.
His career would be the same as TJ Watt's as of now.
You trade up.
I would trade out.
Keep right to merge onto I-96 West toward Lansing.
No. Well, no. We're guaranteed to get TJ Watt out of there.
Okay.
Let's go. DJ, what's up? Good.
Stay in the left 4 lanes. In 1.6 miles, take exit 188A toward Livernois Avenue and West Chicago Avenue.
I was really waffling on that, to be honest. And the more I think about it, I actually kind of. I think I would, because I was in the break actually looking at the trade chart, and you got to give up 35 to do this. Yes. Yeah, you would. TJ, what is TJ Watt worth? 234?
I think so. No, I think
I do too. Yes. But there's.
you can't guarantee that.
Right.
I mean, that's a big deal. And then you've got to, then it goes to, all right, how does Brad Holmes,
Stay in the second lane from right.
what does he put on him in terms of his expectations? Because if you take a player number 2, we've already seen it, take a player number 3, the expectations are at a certain level. If you give
Use
up
the right lane to take exit 188A toward Livernois Avenue and West Chicago Avenue.
up to number 1, now you've raised the level of expectation for that player and the expectation for the production of that player enormous.
Take the exit.
I totally agree.
And if he's good, like say he's a 15, 16 sack kind of guy for a few years, but doesn't go up to 22, 23 like we saw from TJ last year.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Oakman Boulevard.
Yeah, because I think it very well could be other guys are getting sacks. There's a lot of variables that go into that.
Right.
You know, he could be helping, he could be getting double teamed, and somebody else is benefiting. You know, I think the knock on him from the bowl game is so unfair. I would like people go back and watch the game. Look, did he ever have a real dominant play? No, he had a couple where he definitely flustered them, but he was definitely visible.
Right.
My takeaway from that, David Ajabo was invisible. I would be way more concerned about him.
Yep.
Like, I'm not crazy. I wouldn't be crazy about this. If they had the chance to take him, like, with 34, I'm not crazy about that.
Georgia's entire focus, their blocking scheme, the quick passes were all aimed at defeating Aiden Hutchinson. It had nothing to do with David Ajabo or anybody else on the defense.
Right. No doubt about it. The trade the Lions need to make is 232 and a third round pick.
Stay in the right lane.
Giants for 5 and 7. Well, there's one problem with this. We appreciate that. I don't think the Giants are doing that.
Yeah, why would they want to move up to 2?
In half a mile, turn right onto Oakman Boulevard.
Very similar to the value of 5 and 7,
Yeah.
but you might have to sweeten it a little bit.
Well, I think he's throwing a
This
third
year,
round.
yeah.
He's throwing a third round sweep. I think the Lions have leaked enough to make it look like the quarterback is in serious play. It's been a topic on Carson Anderson and Rachel. They fall for every mock drafted as a quarterback can play. All your other shows are convinced the Lions are taking a quarterback, so something is definitely out there.
I'm not talking about mock stuff. There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of mocks that people
Correct.
just completely, I've never heard of these people. You know, everyone doesn't have to be Kuiper, and Kuiper's not always right, but I mean, there has to be a little bit of reputation, and trust me, they do mocks for clickbait. I'm talking about teams, and usually that doesn't start until about right now.
It's hard to create smoke where it's just not there. And I think for Malik Willis or this group of quarterbacks, it's just not there. I think you're looking at 2 quarterbacks taken in the first round.
Another ticket to this. There's a better than 1% chance that Woods' comments about having a quarterback affects Houston or Carolina's plans when trading or not.
Go past the stop sign. Then at the next one, turn right.
The people believe what he has to say affects it.
Yeah.
Some people do.
Yeah. I don't.
At the stop sign, turn right onto Oakland Boulevard.
He asked a question, and I don't think answered it correctly.
Reset
but-
what was said, because everybody knows what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he was asked by Dave Burkett or by somebody else at the podium yesterday about did they try to get Deshaun Watson, and the quote, if I can pull it here,
Go past the stop sign. Then at the next one, turn right.
Two-sided paper here to save money here. We have a quarterback. Right?
At the stop
Yeah,
sign,
exactly.
use the right lane to turn onto Cortland Street.
We were never in the game for that. I don't want to get into the off-the-field stuff and what the Browns talked about, what they did, and all the off-the-field stuff. So that's,
Turn right.
so basically
Then
the
turn
quote
left
that
onto
was
Santa Rosa
big
Drive.
up in arms is, we have a quarterback, so we were never in the game for that.
All right.
He was probably told that we have a quarterback.
He
Or
was,
he knows that.
if he's sitting in the meetings, do people have a problem with him just sitting in the meetings? Because he's asked a question, and I mentioned this earlier. He's just probably repeating what he's hearing in the meetings. Brad Holmes is the one running those meetings. I have full confidence that that's the way this is going.
Right.
Dan Campbell is obviously in there talking to him about it as well. And as the business guy, I would expect that Rod Wood would be in there as well and trying to, put down things for future
All
plans.
right.
Okay, if we take a guy here at, number 2, we got to, get this guy
Wear our hard hats for
in
this.
4 years, 5 years, whatever.
Well,
you got to have
we'll
those
see.
plans.